Bringing tip-of-the-spear paddle technology and performance, this is the Gearbox Pro Control Elongated and Pro Control Fusion. Both share the same technologies, but due to their different shapes, offer a contrast in performance. Each utilizes the SST solid span technology core, which is engineered to effectively capture and return energy to the ball. And boasting a manageable 8-ounce weight for a blend of paddle speed and stability, the Pro Control Elongated and Fusion also receive Gearbox's patented TXR Surface Grip technology for long-term and easy access to spin. Not to be outdone, the precision core technology decreases the size of each cell core, which increases control, and combined with Gearbox's smart dampen technology, quiets the response at contact to the ball, making these some of the most performance-oriented and sound-friendly paddles available. Here today, talking about some of the favorite paddles that I've tested in the past 6 months, maybe a year. Chris and I have been testing out the Gearbox Pro Control Elongated in my hand, and in his, he has the Pro Control Fusion. And just have a quick discussion about how much we liked and why we liked each of these paddles. Starting off with you, sir.
Yeah, definitely. I'm holding the Fusion. That was my favorite out of the two. I'm always a fan of the shorter paddles. Just moves that contact point closer to my hand, and I like to play with a lot of touch up at the dink line there when I'm in the kitchen, and just looking to move the ball around. And with this closer contact to my hand, it felt more dialed in with the Fusion over the Elongated. The Elongated, though, when I was playing singles, definitely welcomed that power from the backcourt when I was looking to drive the ball or hit a good deep return and then chase that into the net. So how about you?
This was a tight second. The Fusion Pro Control, I love this paddle. I did appreciate from pretty much any part of the court, whether I'm playing doubles or singles, I like the Elongated, the extra reach. I felt like even though it's giving me more leverage, I feel like it's easier for me to control what's going on. One thing I really like about both of these paddles and what was unique to the Fusion is that narrower span across the paddle face of about 7.35 inches. And also it is a little shorter at 16, but it comes with a two-handed, enough room for a two-handed backhand with a 5.5 inch handle length. So I thought this paddle was extremely easy to roll as well as swing, where the Pro Control Elongated was a little more difficult to swing, but just as easy to roll. Spin was insane. And then I know we got to talk about the decibel level of these paddles. I'm just really impressed. Obviously, sound is a issue, especially at municipal courts. And for me, these have to be some of the quieter paddles I've ever played with.
Yeah, these are super quiet paddles, so if noise is an issue, this is a great way to go. And with that quietness too comes a really nice solid feel, better than I've had from any other Gearbox paddle in the past. I thought there was more out of this paddle, especially on off-center shots, and it's just a way more forgiving experience from both of them. They do offer a ton of control. I hit these side by side with the power versions, and the power ones pack a lot of power. These ones definitely have more feel, more control, my kind of paddle.
I agree. I'm not gonna say the controls are like wood baseball bats, but I'm definitely gonna say with the power matrix of the power paddles, they definitely give a split-second energy return, and I found it very difficult to get out of the way of some of yours, as well as some of Will's forehands, and I've got the bruises to prove it. Definitely lively paddles. Again, these are no slouch in the power compartment, but these are a lot more manageable for me to play with from any part of the court.
Thanks for joining us today for this Gearbox review. To get your hands on one of these paddles, to learn more about it, be sure to head to totalpickleball.com.